When Ford's CEO stepped onto the stage at the company's internal powertrain summit, nobody expected the announcement that followed. For years, Ford has been inching toward electrification, hybrid expansion, and downsized turbocharged engines. But what happened next stunned the industry. Ford is preparing to launch a massive new diesel engine for its 2027 heavy-duty trucks, a power plant insiders are already calling the most extreme diesel in Ford's modern history. This wasn't a rumor, it wasn't a prototype leak, it was a direct, confident announcement from Ford leadership, signaling a major shift in Ford's long-term truck strategy, and the reaction from fans, analysts, and even competitors has been nothing short of explosive. This is the full breakdown, with clear explanations and expert insights into why Ford is doing this, what this monster diesel could mean for the 2027 Super Duty lineup, and how it could reshape the diesel truck battlefield for years to come. Why a monster diesel in 2027 is so shocking. For years, industry analysts believed that diesel engines, especially in light-duty and heavy-duty pickups, were headed toward decline. Emissions rules were tightening, electrification pressure was increasing. GM and Ram quietly pivoted resources toward electric platforms, and Ford was expected to double down on hybrid Super Duty powertrains, push its PowerBoost technology into larger trucks, and slowly phase diesel into a niche role. But Ford didn't follow the script. According to multiple senior engineers speaking anonymously to trade publications, Ford has been secretly working on a ground-up diesel redesign, something far more advanced and far more powerful than the current 6.7-liter Power Stroke. These engineers describe the 2027 diesel as bigger, stronger, more thermally stable, designed for future emissions compliance, and capable of extreme peak output. So when the CEO confirmed the existence and upcoming launch of this giant diesel project, it contradicted the narrative that diesel engines were fading away. So, here's what we know about the 2027 monster diesel engine. While Ford hasn't released the complete specs just yet, several credible details have popped up from insiders, supplier leaks, and even interviews with Ford's engine development team. First, the displacement is actually larger than the 6.7-liter engine. Experts believe the new Ford diesel will probably land somewhere between 7.3 liters and 8.0 liters, making it, honestly, one of the most aggressive pickup diesel displacements in the modern market. Why go big? Well, bigger displacement means more low-end torque, lower turbo lag, better durability under towing stress, cooler operating temperatures, and a higher power ceiling. This totally lines up with Ford's clear objective: dominate the heavy-duty towing segment. Second, there's new heat management architecture. According to a senior powertrain engineer quoted in Automotive Driveline Quarterly, the 2027 diesel uses a brand new cooling layout with an oversized oil-to-water heat exchanger, multi-stage coolant routing, reinforced exhaust manifold shielding, and a redesigned turbo position for reduced heat soak. This all suggests Ford is gearing up for some pretty extreme boost levels and sustained high-load performance. Okay, so, third on the list is the next-generation turbo system. Insiders are saying the engine will feature a variable geometry turbocharger, and it'll have an improved actuator system that's capable of much finer boost control. There's also some speculation out there about a twin-scroll turbo layout, or maybe even sequential twin turbos in those high-output variants. And, just for the record, Ford has actually filed recent patents for both of these systems. Alright, now fourth. Targets of between 1,300 and 1,400 pound-feet of torque. That number might sound pretty aggressive, maybe even a little unbelievable, but diesel engineers are saying it's actually achievable. For example, GM's 2024 Duramax reached 975 pound-feet. Ram's Cummins HO even pushed past 1,000 pound-feet. Ford doesn't just want to beat those numbers, they want to absolutely crush them. Torque is really the currency of towing dominance, and Ford is aiming for a record here. And finally, fifth, emissions tech that's actually future-proof. A major diesel expert, Dr. Thomas Reeves, who used to be a Navistar emissions engineer, commented that Ford's latest patents suggest dual-stage EGR, variable pressure SCR injection, and a high-capacity DPF, with thermal preconditioning. All of that would let the 2027 diesel meet both US and European emission standards well into the early 2030s. So, in other words, Ford isn't just building a diesel for the next 3 years, they're building one for the next 10 to 12 years. So, why is Ford making this move right now? Well, here's the expert analysis. Most people out there might think diesel engines are on the way out, but actually, truck industry specialists say the opposite is happening in the heavy-duty market. Fleet buyers still want diesel. Think construction crews, ranchers, oil field operators, disaster response fleets. These customers aren't switching to electric anytime soon. They need long range, fast refueling, high heat tolerance, and, of course, reliability under heavy load. Right now, electric heavy-duty trucks just can't deliver all of that. An industry expert from Morgan Truck Analytics explained it bluntly. Electric heavy-duty trucks are still a decade away from practicality. Diesel is the only option for extreme load and extreme duty cycles. Ford knows this, and they're capitalizing on it. 2. GM and Ram left an opening. GM's future diesel strategy became uncertain after internal documents revealed reduced budgets for future Duramax development. Ram's Cummins program is stable, but ultra-long-term investment is slowing. Ford saw a competitive void and is ready to fill it with force. 3. Ford wants long-term towing leadership. For nearly 20 years, Ford and GM have battled for towing supremacy. But Ford's CEO recently told investors, "We intend to lead the towing and heavy-duty capability race for years, not months. A bigger diesel is the foundation for that goal." 4. Diesel remains more profitable than EVs. Here's the quiet truth. Ford makes higher margins on Super Duty trucks than on electric vehicles. A senior automotive economist explained, "Every F-Series Super Duty sold generates multiple times the profit of an electric vehicle. Ford has to protect that income stream. Developing a monster diesel ensures premium pricing and premium profit." The 2027 Super Duty lineup. What this means. The introduction of this monster diesel will influence the entire Super Duty lineup. 1. New high-output diesel trim. Expect something above the current HO Powerstroke, possibly branded as Powerstroke X, Powerstroke Max, Extreme Duty Diesel, or simply an HO Plus variant. This trim will target the 450